Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So I'm just going to call it like it is. You guys know, usually do that. Donald Trump and JD Vance are stochastic terrorists. It's that simple. After Trump spread his false stories at the debate about immigrants eating cats and dogs and other animals in Ohio, the threats started rolling in. There are now militia members marching in the state. Neo-Nazis are there handing out what you see here, these vile flyers. For those listening on the podcast, it reads in part, quote, "Foreigners and Haitians out. There is no place in America for this filth. $2 million is being used to care for these beasts of the fields." This is heinous. I know who I want to deport. I know who I want to build a wall around. It's freaking neo-Nazis and white supremacist filth. They are the filth. They need to be shut down. And JD Vance has now admitted this is all a fairy tale. He tried to walk it back when he realized that he stepped in it and he let the truth slip out. But here's what he said in an interview on CNN.
But it wasn't just a meme. Create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do.
So yeah, JD Vance realized mid-interview, whoops, I accidentally told the truth. And then he tried to undo the damage, but it was too late. He tried to say, oh, well, there's real problems in the city, and I'm just trying to say I'm bringing awareness to it. No, dude, you screwed up. You admitted it. You're making up stories. And all city and state officials have said there is absolutely zero evidence of immigrants eating people's pets. MAGA maniacs picked this up and they ran with it because why not, right? Anything to cause more white fright, anything to make black and brown people more scary. They're all for that. And now we know where these false stories originated. So in regard to the ducks and the geese, MAGA started sharing this photo that you see here. They started sharing this online. They claimed that Haitians were killing and eating local ducks and geese in Springfield. Now, there was one phone call to 911, one or two, but the authorities say nothing has ever been substantiated. Nothing has ever been proven. So we don't know if these calls were BS. And this photo definitely is BS because the Ohio Wildlife Organization said that the man that was shown in that photo had picked up 2 geese that were hit and killed by a car. So not only that, he's not Haitian. And this wasn't in Springfield, Ohio. That photo was taken in Columbus, Ohio, which is about 45 minutes away. So guy was trying to do something good, get these poor animals out of the roadway so that they wouldn't get run over repeatedly. And for that, now Haitian immigrants, legal immigrants, by the way, are being attacked. As for the cats and dogs story, basically, it comes down to some bored, gossiping digital Karens. The story originated on Facebook. And I'm not going to share the original poster's name because she already had to pull her child out of school. She is concerned about her family's safety. But a company called NewsGuard located this woman. She admitted that she posted the story without any proof. I mean, good to know you're that irresponsible about putting other people's lives in danger. But she now says she had no idea her Facebook post would cause such turmoil. And she told NBC News, quote, "I'm not racist. Everybody seems to be turning it into that. And that was not my intent. I feel for the Haitian community. If I was in the Haitians' position, I'd be terrified too, worried that somebody's going to come after me because they think I'm hurting something that they love. And that, again, was not what I was trying to do." Okay, let me just put this out there for anybody who thinks about doing what this woman did, this careless, irresponsible action. When you post something, even if it's genuine, even if it's innocent, and you point out the person's skin color or their nationality, you are putting a target on those people's backs. She could have easily posted something on Facebook and just said that people were stealing cats and dogs or geese or whatever and killing them and eating them. No, she purposely pointed out that these were Haitian immigrants. So, sorry, not buying it. And this woman says, oh, my daughter is half Black. I myself am a mixed race. I'm a member of the LGBTQ community. Yeah, but she also says she's a Democrat who supports Donald Trump. I mean, seriously, could you possibly vote against your own self-interest more? So this woman says she heard this story about the cats and the dogs from a neighbor. I'm not going to mention her name either, but NewsGuard reached out to the neighbor and found that she doesn't have a direct connection to the story either. She said, quote, I'm not sure I'm the most credible source. You don't say. Because I don't actually know the person who lost the cat. And then she went on to say, quote, I don't have any proof. She also confessed to hearing this story from a friend, and the cat supposedly belonged to an acquaintance of that friend. So we're now talking about fourth-hand information. And the neighbor told NewsGuard she believes Haitian immigrants are negatively impacting their city's health care and their education systems. And she also told NewsGuard, quote, I think it was 2 years ago now. I went to renew my license or my tags. I can't remember, but I was sitting in the BMV, and the only way I know to describe it is I felt like I was transported because all around me, it was people talking a different language. I felt like I was the minority. Oh no, how scary for you. People talking a different language. So, were they threatening you with weapons as they were speaking a different language? These people, I swear to God, and now you know how Black and brown people felt for decades, lady. And because of these false stories, and because Trump is so willing to say or do anything to remain out of prison, Haitian immigrants are now fearing for their lives, and the city of Springfield, Ohio, has received numerous bomb threats. Even up through today, they were receiving threats. So news outlets have reported that City Hall, one Bureau of Motor Vehicles, at least 2 hospitals, and numerous schools in Springfield, Ohio, I can speak, had to be evacuated, or they had to at least be locked down because of threats. So this started on Thursday of last week. The mayor of Springfield told reporters that the first bomb threat was called in on Friday, it was on Thursday, and that was for City Hall and one elementary school. So that came from someone who was complaining about immigration. And he said that they used hateful language toward Haitian residents. Wonder if there's a connection. Then there were more threats that came in on Friday. Then on Saturday, there were more bomb threats that were called in relation to the 2 hospitals. So the hospitals had to lock down. Then on Sunday, the FBI announced they're investigating threats against Haitians at Wittenberg University, because someone said that they were going to, quote, open fire on Haitians on the campus. And then another similar threat was sent in this morning. So that campus had to be cleared. The school has now been shut down as well. Classes are now remote until further notice. So yeah. Springfield also announced they're canceling an event called the Culture Fest. And they said it's because of safety concerns. Now, the Proud Boys, or as I call them, the Proud Bigots, are there in the city. They're marching. You know, the violent, hateful group that Donald Trump told to stand back and stand by. The same group that acted as the tip of the spear on January 6th in attacking the Capitol and the police. So the Haitian community, especially in Springfield, Ohio, is now understandably terrified. A news outlet called Haitian Times, they reported that the morning after the debate, a bunch of Haitian families kept their children home from school. And then others said, well, I sent my kids to school, but I'm terrified for their safety. One woman told the news outlet, even before Trump's lies at the debate, her cars were multiple times vandalized in the middle of the night. So once her window was broken on a vehicle, and then the second time, someone threw acid on the car. And then the woman, of course, didn't want to be named in the article, but she said she reported these attacks to the police. Nothing ever came of it. And now she said, quote, I'm going to have to move because this area is no longer good for me. I can't even leave my house to go to Walmart. I'm anxious and scared. And the Haitian Times also spoke with a community activist who said that she's receiving calls. They started after the debate from Haitian residents who are terrified. She said, quote, people are very afraid for their lives. Many families are starting to think of leaving Springfield after last night. And some kids aren't even going to school because of fear of being attacked. And a Haitian business owner said her landlord is trying to evict her now from her store, and she suspicions it's because of this rising anti-Haitian sentiment. Also, the local NAACP president of that outlet told a news outlet, quote, I'm getting hang-up calls. I'm getting emails that are disgusting. You got the hate groups that's here, and it's disgusting. She also said the city's mayor is receiving threatening calls, and she wants Ohio Senator and Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance to apologize. He has been elevating this, propagating these lies, and the police in Springfield are either useless cowards or they're racist assholes who agree with these race-based attacks. Because The Guardian, they reported that a while back, there were literal neo-Nazis from a group called Blood Tribe. They were marching through the city. They had swastika flags, and they were pointing guns at the cars and telling people to, quote, go the fuck back to Africa. So a police representative told the media outlet that it was, quote, just a little peaceful protest. So The Guardian noted also that in December of 2023, a Springfield man received 20 years in federal jail for attacking 8 Haitians, and it was a very clear hate crime. And that same year, there was a Haitian church that was broken into and vandalized twice. Isn't it odd that Trump and Vance never talk about those crimes? Wonder why. And then Black residents who've been in Springfield, some of them, for a long time, way before all of this happened, they're reporting that they are being verbally abused, that they will walk down the street and residents misidentify them as Haitian. So they're being, presumably cursed at, called names. So yeah, karma is a bitch. When you do nothing but spew out hate and you otherize human beings based on their skin color, nationality, or any other God-given trait. And yes, that's what it is. So for all these people thumping their Bible while at the same time spewing out racist shit, think about that. I guess you're saying that you don't really believe in God or that God makes mistakes. But yeah, that hate is bound to come back to you. It's like a boomerang. And I don't think this is going to be the winning message that Trump and Vance hope it is. I mean, how do you think a lot of those young adults feel from Wittenberg College? They're of voting age. I'm just saying, right? Their lives now are being turned upside down by this. A lot of other residents, a lot of people who had to go to the hospital that day that these bomb threats were called in. They're not all Haitian, right? So I think this is a loser. politically, but they're going to run with it. They're going to keep going. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Anyway, oh, and I did hear today that one of the most searched terms related to Donald Trump is about the eating of dogs and cats in Ohio. Not really what you want people Googling when you're running, against someone who's already doing better than you, who beat your ass in a debate recently. And then, we've got all these national polls showing that she's pulling ahead. And yeah, we've got very little time before the election. So keep going. I mean, I don't want anybody to get hurt. That's the only reason why I hope that they shut up and stop with this crap. But it's only hurting them, in my opinion. So we'll see. All right, guys, I will let you know if I hear any more or when I hear more, because there will be. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.